So let's start today's class. So see, one more problem I'm giving. See how to solve these type of models. A tunnel is dug along the diameter of the earth the gravitational force the gravitational force on particle of mass m placed in the tunnel placed in the tunnel at a distance x from the center x from the center. Okay, this is what the question is. So how to solve this? Listen carefully. Now we are assuming that earth is a homogeneous sphere, means it has the mass density constant everywhere. Okay, uniform density we can say. And now in the question what he has given, we are going to dig a tunnel along the diameter. So this is what your tunnel. Okay, clear? And now we are going to keep one mass m somewhere here. Okay, and here it is a center. We have to find the force at this point. Okay, clear? That I will discuss one day before of the exam. Don't worry, I will solve problems and formulas also I will give you. Don't worry, we have till 2 days. Okay, don't bother about coming exams. I will prepare for you. I will give formulas and practice problems, plus I will solve also. Okay, don't worry about that. So see here, now this is mass m which is situated here. This is m, this red one. And what he is saying, it is placed at the distance x from the center. Concentrate first this problem, then we will see the next part, whatever it is. So this is distance x from the center. Clear? Now if I will draw another sphere whose radius is x, because I am assuming that this is also one part of the earth, some part I am taking where this object is placed and whose radius is x, I can say. Yes, no, right? So you see now this is what the actual radius. Which one? This one. Yes. And now this distance, this red one, is what x we got, hai na? X, and mass is m. Now this blue is complete Earth, so its mass is, let us assume that it is capital M. And this one is, let us assume that its mass is something m. Yes, okay, mass of this assumed sphere we can say. And its radius is x, and original Earth radius is how much? Original Earth radius is capital R. Clear? Now we have to find force. Okay. Now first of all, see, force at this point we have to find gravitational force. Clear? This is what the question is. Right. Now first of all, assuming Earth has uniform mass density, therefore rho is equal to m by v. Also rho is equal to ms by vs. M by v means m by 4 by 3 pi r cube, which is equal to ms divided by 4 by 3 pi x cube. Any doubt till here, please ask. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Is that clear? Yes? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Understood, right? Yes. Okay. But we have to find gravitational force at this point. Now, can I equate these two equations? So therefore, from equation 1 and 2, m by 4 by 3 pi r cube is equal to ms divided by 4 by 3 pi x cube. Now what I can cancel? This 4 by 3, this 4 by 3, this pi and this pi will get cancelled. And what I am getting, tell me? So I am getting m divided by r cube is to ms divided by x cube. Clear? Yes, no? Now if I want ms,
Yes, sir.
that is mass of this sphere, just x I am transferring here, and therefore I am getting ms, that is mass of that sphere, is equal to m by r cube into x cube. Okay, till here I understood. Okay, right. Now after this, see now here is object. This is one planet you assume, or one part of planet, or whatever it is, this part. So the force between this and this is now how much you have to, or which formula we will use, or how much we will get. See, the force between the gravitational force between imaginary sphere, shall I say it as an imaginary sphere? Okay, imaginary sphere and mass m is F is equal to g, mass of this imaginary sphere, into small m divided by x square. Agree with me? Yes, please tell.
Yes, sir.
Because Newton's law of gravitation, g m by r square. So g this m into m divided by this square. That's why g ms m into g ms into m by x square. So this is equal to g, at the place of ms shall I substitute this value? What is this value you see here? M by r cube. Yes. So here you see m divided by r cube into x cube into this small m divided by this x square. Any doubt till here? Yes, clear?
Yes, sir.
Now this x square and this x cube will get cancelled. And what is your final answer? See now. So you are getting force is equal to G small m, capital M, small m into x divided by r cube, है ना? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How they got cancelled? Array, this is x cube, na? This is x square. X square and x cube will get cancelled, no? This r cube is coming down, no? This is at numerator only. This is at denominator, so they will get cancelled, no? Yes, Charanjit, understood? Yes. Because you see, if you will write gm x cube into small m divided by r cube into x square and x cube will get cancelled. No. R I did not cancel. Na? X square and x cube I have cancelled. Okay. Right. Understood. Check it once. Clear? Yes. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. No. We can't write m square. This is capital M is mass of the earth. Small m is mass of that object which we have placed at this point. Don't square it. Okay. This capital M is different. Small m is different. ms is different. Okay. Here already I have mentioned capital M is mass of earth. Small m is mass of that object where we have placed at the which we have placed at distance x by digging a tunnel. Okay. Clear? Any other doubt? So clear? Understood everyone? Any doubt, please ask. Shall I go to the next page if you have finished? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Okay. Right. So let's go to the next page. Now the topic is what? See, graphical representation of variation of G with height and depth. So what we are going to do? We are going to represent variation of G with height as well as depth. Okay, you can write this heading. Right. Okay, okay, okay. Now listen, Rick. First of all, I am writing two formulas. Listen carefully. We know inside the earth, G at depth is equal to G into what we will get 1 minus D by R. Sayana. Yes. Clear. If I am taking
Yes,
LCM,
sir.
how much we are getting? R minus D divided by R. Agree with me? Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
And therefore, if I am writing like this, GD is equal to G by R into R minus D. Who want previous slide? Take it fast. Yes. Now see, till here you understood what I did. I have taken LCM and just G by R I have taken outside, R minus D. Now if I will assume R minus D is equal to small r here, then what you will get, GD is equal to G by capital R into small r. Yes. As this G and R is constant, can I say that GD is directly proportional to small r? Yes. Can I say like this? Yes or no? Bolo. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Which I have assumed small r. Right. Now, so if I will plot graph now, see what I am doing. I am taking on y-axis, that is acceleration due to gravity. G I have taken on y-axis, and I have taken what we can say distance from center of the earth. Distance from center of earth, that is what I am assuming as a small r on the x-axis. And this is x. Okay, this one is y-axis. Now you see, inside the earth, what happens if radius is 0, gravity is 0. So as you are coming from center of the earth to the surface of earth, your gravity will go on increasing. Agree with me? At center it is 0. Yes or no? 0. Then slowly you are coming at the surface. Then at this point, G is equal to how much, Ray? 9.8 meter per second square. And what is this point, or what is this distance from the center? This is capital R. Understand? and therefore here G is directly proportional to R, where small r is equal to R minus D. Understand? This graph you understood till here? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Right. Good. Once again repeat. Okay. Graph part I am repeating again. Let me explain with the diagram so that you will understand clearly. Now see it. Now you are at center, means this small r is equal to 0 now at this center. है ना? Next you are coming here, then here, then here, and then here. So as you are increasing the small r value, yes, no? As you are increasing the small r value, your gravity increases or decreases? Suppose here I am having 1 meter per second square. Here I will get 2 meter per second square. Here 4 meter per second square. At surface how much? 9.8 meter per second square. है ना? Yes. Here at this point you are having D is equal to R. That's why here small r value is 0. Here it is little bit more, then more, then more. Understand? Clear? Any other doubt? Please ask.
Clear, sir.
So that's why as you are going up from center towards the surface of the earth, your gravity increases. Your gravity increases. That's why directly proportional to the small r. And here small r is equal to what? R minus D. Okay? Clear? Right. Now, this is what inside the earth finished, right? Inside the earth understood. Next, above the earth surface, I am using yellow color now. See here now, above the earth surface. Above the earth surface. We have one formula, see, GH is equal to G into R square divided by R plus H whole square, right? If now I am assuming that small r is equal to R plus H here, then GH is equal to small g R square divided by small r square, as G and R are constant. What I can write here? Tell me. GH is inversely proportional to square of the distance from the center of from the surface of the earth, we can say, or else from the center of the earth. From the center of the earth we should say, right now? Yes. Okay. So GH is what? Inversely proportional to R square. So it means what, Ray? It means what? As you are increasing the R, your gravity decreases, है ना? As you are going above the earth surface, your gravity will increase or decreases. So how is the graph from here now? It will decrease like this. Understood my point? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So like this it is decreasing, and that's why here G is inversely proportional to R square. Okay, so this one is inside the earth, this one is for above the surface of the earth, right? Understood? Clear? Yes. So some note points I am writing, you can note down on the next page. I will give you. First note down this, everyone. Yes, हो गया. Shall I go to the next point or next page?
Yes, sir. Completed, sir.
Okay. So see here the note point. These note points are nothing but whatever we are experiencing. Okay, that is only I am writing. G decreases as depth increases. Agree with me? For example, this is the surface and this is the center. Now depth is suppose 200 kilometer here, and next time the depth is suppose 4000 kilometer. So now in the second case depth increased, so gravity will decrease or not? Yes or no? Understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As compared to 200 kilometer, at 4000 kilometer your gravity will be less only. That's why G decreases as depth increases. Means as you are going inside and inside towards the center of the earth from the surface, gravity decreases. Clear hai? Yes, good.
Yes, sir.
Next point. What is the gravity at center of the earth, Ray? Tell me. Yes,
0.
very good. G becomes 0 at center of the earth. If you will see in the graph, here you see this is 0, hai na? Hai ki nahi? Right? Means here R minus D is equal to 0. D is equal to R. R minus R 0. That's why here it is 0. And that's why at center it is 0. Next one. Next note point. So where G is maximum, Re bolo? Where G is
Surface
maximum?
of Earth.
Very good. G is maximum at surface of earth, and it decreases with height and depth. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
With height and depth. Next point, that is decrease in G at small heights is more than the decrease in G at small depths. This you can calculate by taking some examples. Okay, you can do yourself. Next one, at large heights, decrease in G is less than the decrease in G at large depths. Why this is? Why? Because G at height, for small height and for large heights, we are having two formulas, and that's why like this thing is happening. Yes, because we are using binomial expansion, hai na? Yes or no? याद है GH is equal to G into 1 minus 2H by R for the smaller heights. We have solved one problem also. And for larger heights, GH is equal to G into R square by R plus H whole square. Yes. Sir, does that mean the object which is at infinity has infinity gravitational force between them? No. See, if object is at infinity from the earth, then the distance will become infinity now. So 1 by infinity is 0. Then there is gravitational force is how much? 0. Understand? For example, suppose here is earth and here is object, okay? And this distance is infinity. Its mass is m, its mass is small m. So what we are doing, gmm by r square. So here r is going to be infinity. So gmm by infinity. Infinity square is again infinity. So 1 by infinity is what you are getting. How much? 0. So there is 0 gravitational force when object is at infinity. Okay? Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And that's why if object is very, very long, no, we can't experience gravitational force if distance is too long. Yes, no, it is very simple. Huh? Clear, eh? Yes, note down. Any other doubt, please ask. Okay, you want last slide. Yes, take this. Yes, finished? Yes, Advita, finished? Okay. So noted these all points? Okay. Right. So we will stop here for today. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.